In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 nutrition mistakes that athletes make that you need to stop doing. Let's go. Hi, I'm Aleksa, dietitian, sports dietitian, and nutrition coach. Welcome again to one of my videos. Now, before we get into today's topic, do remember to subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay in the loop with all of my videos. Nutrition is important for athletes. Okay, there's no disputing that. It's the fuel that determines the performance and the body composition changes you need to make for your individual sport. However, while nutrition can be simple, it's not necessarily easy. In fact, many athletes themselves make a lot of nutrition mistakes because of a lot of misinformation out there. And that's what I'm going to teach you about today, so you can stop doing those exact mistakes. I've compiled a list of the top 5 common nutrition mistakes that you need to be aware of as an athlete. Well, let's get into it. Number 1, not eating enough calories. This is huge, especially for female athletes, because there's this whole preoccupation around having to be as lean as possible. And because of that, many athletes tend to cut their calories and end up eating not enough calories for their sport, okay, to fuel them, to be healthy, as well as to maintain a good performance edge over their competition. You have to make sure that you're eating enough calories, and don't fall under the kind of premise of you have to be low calorie to succeed. It's not the case. There's a lot of fine tuning there. There's a lot of context that needs to be considered. That's why working for sports dietitians such as myself can be really invaluable, because we can take out the guesswork and really help dial things down in the correct way. So at least any performance diminishment can actually be reduced. So you are still able to perform at your best while getting the results that you want. But at the end of the day, you have to be aware of caloric intake and understand that there is an adequate amount that you need to hit. Number 2 is relying on supplements too quickly. I couldn't tell you how many times I've had athletes come to me and then I've quickly realized that they haven't even focused too much on their food first mentality and they've just jumped right into supplements. Okay, just jumped into thinking about their optimal stack or what performance supplement do I need to perform this way. When at the end of the day, supplements are supposed to be, just like the name says, supplements, supplementary to a diet. You have to have the foundations there first. You have to focus on food first to get success. Then you can look at supplements and understand that most supplements actually don't even work. So then you have to go further beyond that and go delve into which supplements are actually key for you. But a lot of people jump straight to that without focusing on food first. Number 3 is going keto or paleo. Now, this is very prevalent in the CrossFit space, less so now than it used to be, but still quite prevalent enough that I have to make you aware of it. And it's also more prevalent among athletes in all other sports as well, because of the popularity of keto and the popularity of kind of demonizing carbs and going low carb. The truth of the matter is you need carbs, okay? As an athlete, you need carbs to fuel you. Your carbs are your primary fuel source, okay? That's just basic sports nutrition science. And going keto and paleo just for the sake of a trend or a fad, or just because someone told you that it's better, that's not necessarily the right thing to do, especially if you're in a sport that involves a lot of carbohydrate usage in terms of being glycolytic in nature, kind of using your carbohydrates basically. Then you have to be aware that carbohydrates need to be an important part of your diet, and they can't be kind of diminished to such an extent that it affects your performance and your health. Okay, so going to keto and paleo can be a big mistake for many, many athletes to try and not jump that bandwagon. Number 4 is doing a dirty bulk. Okay, so in the realm of body composition change, we've heard all about cutting and bulking, but then in the realm of bulking, there is this thing called dirty bulking, whereas when you eat to such a high extent calories over your maintenance so you can quickly gain mass, and also to make that easier, a lot of people do a dirty bulk, hence the name, by eating junk foods, okay, the whole notion around the junk food, dirty bulk, that sort of thing. The reality is that you shouldn't be doing this, okay? On the off season, you're trying to gain some muscle, okay, sweet. Have something more systemized, something more customized, something more specific to you rather than just going dirty bulking. You don't need to be eating to such a high caloric surplus to achieve results. In actual fact, unless you're in a sport in a position that you need that extra mass, it doesn't matter if you have extra body mass and you don't really care, like body fat mass, I should say, then that's, then you can kind of decide there. But if you're somewhere where you're going to want to get leaner again, doing a dirty bulk is just going to gain, yes, you gain muscle, but you also gain a lot of body fat. And then you have to reduce that body fat later. So overall in the time, you're probably wasting time just the same. So what you want to do is staying a bit more dialed down, okay? Just a little bit of a surplus and build up from there. Rather than going for what a lot of people do is go, I want to build a lot of muscle, I'm eating this many calories, let's eat 2,000 calories more, 1,000 calories, whatever it is. You don't want to do those huge jumps, okay? You don't want to do dirty bulking. It's not a good way to do it. Trust me. And number 5 is not periodizing your nutrition. Okay, this is big. That's why I developed a concept called the nutrition season. So if you want to learn more about that, okay, there is a link up here if you want to click it and watch it after today's video. Okay, well, if you're in a team sports, that's obviously going to be like the normal in-season, post-season, off-season, and pre-season. But it can also apply to individuals who are more everyday athletes just trying to optimize their body composition, or in sports that don't necessarily have their distinct season, so to speak. Okay, it can still kind of apply, so you've got to be aware of that. But the way it works is periodizing nutrition is key because your fueling requirements are not always going to be the same. Okay, maybe you're losing weight right now, but you're not going to be perpetually, hopefully, losing weight. You're going to have to dial things down, reach homeostatic balance again or recover again, and then try and find a different goal potentially. And these things will have different requirements for your nutrition. Hence why you should be periodizing nutrition. And then going beyond that also, you can periodize nutrition on a daily basis, a weekly basis, depending on your training load as well. Okay, periodization can come into all different aspects. And if it's something that you want to learn more about, reach out to me. We can talk about how I can help you. But for now, just understand, you can't just be having a one-off nutrition plan, just indefinitely following it for just every single goal that you may have. You have to periodize your nutrition, has to be adjusted, has to be adaptable, has to be flexible, and that's how you're going to see the success that you want. So there you go. Now you know the 5 common nutrition mistakes that a lot of athletes make that you yourself, as an athlete, need to be avoiding now yourself. Now, if you've got any questions regarding this, obviously you can reach out to me and we can have a chat. I can help you out with that. But for now, just understand that I want you to avoid falling for a lot of misinformation by looking at the sources you're getting this information from and trying to get your nutrition information from a qualified professional such as a sports dietitian who knows how to tailor nutrition for the demands of an athlete. Now I want you to comment below and let me know which one of these 5 have you been doing in the past or are currently doing. Okay, don't be shy. Just it's about kind of me understanding where you are at the moment, what you may be struggling with, so I can help you out. So just comment below and let me know which of these have you been doing, if any, of course. And as always, if you want a sports dietitian to help you, okay, if you want me to work with you one-on-one, help provide a customized, flexible plan for you to help dial down your nutrition to help achieve that performance edge or optimize your body composition or just make yourself fuel yourself more effectively and more healthily, reach out to me. Okay, there's a link in the description below if you want to apply straight away. Otherwise, if you want to get chatting, just see what it's about, see what my programs are about, just send me an email at aleksa@theclimbedietitian.com.au and we can get chatting. Yeah, I do have a 90-day program as well for those who are new to flexible dieting, especially who want to have a bit of an on-ramp to more successful nutrition and harness that flexible approach that I use for myself and for my athletic clients. So yeah, if you're keen, reach out, we'll have a chat. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button if this video has been helpful. Stay classy. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.